Okay, let's go. More Cry of Fear. I love the game. The Stairway campaign. Let's see, I heard at least one voice on the internet said it is good. Yeah, we already checked out the first seconds, that's where I stopped. For the beginning a bit cheap, but who knows, so let's see. What the fuck? What's that? Ah, you can't run into them? No. Okay. Fuck you, bitch! Fucking bitch. Okay, I'm awake, yeah. Man, instead of coffee I need to play Cry of Fear every morning. 10 minutes, get my first like a coffee and then go. Oh, okay. Man, the music itself, is it a remix? But that sound in the background really good. Pitch. Didn't see that, dude. This mod or this custom campaign here is perfectly showcasing what makes this type of game special. You're highly lethal, yeah. You're not some, I don't know, clumsy dude with only a couple of rounds, which is also great. Yeah, something like, I don't know, Silent Hill, when you're not really a trained soldier. That guy here, Simon, man, he is here ex Swedish Special Forces, and so you're highly lethal, but the enemies are also simply fast-paced. Yeah, they jump on you fast. So, and that is simply this exciting mix between fast-paced aiming, good gunplay. Weapons are quite realistic. So like how he's using the MP5, he's not using really the iron sights completely. You don't do that from that distance. He's basically aiming over sights, or only using the whatever you call it in English, the corn. A bit elevated, which makes sense. So usually close range, you underfire, because those iron sights are usually designed for, because a bullet travels a ballistic curve. So when the round exits and the target is very close, you will hit below your iron sights. Then it travels, and there where it meets a point, that is normally where your zero is. It depends, not where your zero is, but that is not true. But it travels and then it goes lower again. Depending on your zero, if it is very far away, you're zeroing on one of this distance. But close range, usually typical, I don't know what the minimum is for the MP5. I guess something like 50 meters is usually the lowest zero you find in those submachine guns or whatever. It's not really that important. Close range, we're talking about a couple of inches, centimeters, MOAs or whatever. But which also means you don't need to re-aim exactly. You're using basically your over the sights, or only this part by somewhat roughly aligned, and that's good enough. So the weapon mechanics are really good in this game. Recoil, everything feels pretty good. So you're quite a lethal dude, yeah. You have good weapons, everything. But the enemies are super fast paced, yeah. They engage you, they're fast, they jump on you, and that's simply the special mix. Yeah. You're not some dude that is running away with his lamp and hiding in the bush. that is, and there's not really that many games like that. Fear, Cry of Fear. Fear is to somewhat extent that, but usually never fighting really up dominations. You're fighting real soldiers, but it's this mix. Nice action horror mix. What is this? I mean, Grey mods, Grey. But really official game-wise, Afraid of Monsters also mod. I don't know why nobody's really exploring that. But I mean, Cry of Fear, ultra popular. If those suits would have an idea of video gaming, there's no new ideas, let's remaster, it's safer. Pick up here Cry of Fear, make games like that. Of course, don't do one-to-one, but I mean, get a clue. People are always looking, there's 50 million threads of people asking for games like Cry of Fear, and people usually coming up with stuff like Silent Hill, of course, and other games, but there's basically nothing like Cry of Fear. Afraid of Monsters, which is basically made by the same author. And a couple of other games like Grey, but Grey is also a bit more going into this very limited ammo stuff. And Grey was that game with super heavy, also the bullet spongy enemies, and Remorse the same. And Remorse is also directly inspired, but does a lot of things. Even doubles down on a lot of things that were wrong with Grey. It was quite interesting to see. But I mean, it's also very exotic titles. We need more games like that. Cry of Fear, there's this, I don't know, this sub-genre needs a name. Wait, I came up with this one, Gun Warrior Horror or something. Firearms Warrior Horror. You're a dude, you're a formidable man, you have good firearms, it doesn't matter, you might be some Simon, or you might be some special ops dude, or some police guy, or whatever. But you're also fighting enemies that will challenge you, especially because they're fast or whatever. Don't make them bullet spongy, that is the shittiest way to make them challenging. Okay, be right back. That is really a mix, I mean. What do you mean, buy any game that is like that? Okay, we have this Doom mod, is also inspired by it. Also has very spongy enemies. The visuals, I mean, I don't care for basic visuals. What was it called? A Project Crypt, but it has some stuff made. A horror game where, okay, but it's only for a part of game, but a horror game where you have AI squad mates. I don't know, I mean, some people also tried that out with Alien vs Predator, I think it was. I think it's really a bad idea for horror games to have AI squad dudes. Except for there's only one exception where you follow that dude around and Fear Extraction Point. Man, rest in peace. That guy, but it's not really a squad mechanic situation. It's rather you're following a dude and you know something very bad will happen soon. Fear Extraction Point, man, that guy. A history. I will not. You need to experience it yourself. Yeah. Fear Extraction Point. You're a sergeant or whoever it is. You're NCO leader. Be right back. I think there's almost nothing or only few things that are better in a horror game than getting jump scared or whatever. and half mech dumping your weapon into the scare or whatever. Yeah, I always wanted to be that dude, man. You know, in those horror movies, that stereotypical guy, that rough, tough dude who then gets overwhelmed by aliens, but he dies, man, with a finger on the trigger, man, squeezed down. Even when that weapon after the apocalypse was sent to Heckler and Koch, they couldn't unsqueeze that trigger. Had to switch out the trigger mechanism, man. That trigger was down pressed so hard, man. Even Heckler Koch engineers said, nah, we can't fix that. That has to be, we have to replace it. That trigger is so squeezed hard, man. And why is there still that finger on the trigger? We couldn't remove it. That dude who goes down, basically mech dumping all those zombies, aliens, or whatever. You know, it's typical in those movies. In every military squad, you have that dude. Some Samuel L. Jackson dude. Okay, I mean, looks good. A bit more context would be cool. As I said, context is always important for horror. Something like, I don't know, I woke up here after what period, 2 sentences. To remove a bit this custom campaign appeal that we're just playing basically a map. But a campaign, yeah? Not a map, a campaign. Okay, that button. Das Mauskabel is getting twisted. Annoying. Jimmy, reload that fucking shit. Man, that... What the fuck? Fuck off, man. Shoot! I'm hitting him. But he's so big. Is he? Yeah, baby. Oh, good one. No, he's not too big. Okay, fuck you, man. You bitch. What do you want from me, man? Ah, yeah. See the other? To me that looks arterial, man. I would rather fix that. Okay. What was the door saying? I forgot the key on the right side. Oh. Are you... Nice, good placement. On the right side, Jimmy, man. You forgot the key there, okay? Oh, more Tony. But that's good. Stuff here, man. Swedish K-15 depot for the Soviet resistance. the MP5, man. Let's empty it. Okay. Ah, wait, I need a save. Oh, good one, I don't need a save. 996! Is he alive? Very good. Man, the soundtrack is sitting hard. Shit, man. I mean, I wouldn't even hire that dude only, or that dudes, only for horror video game design. Those Psycolor, only for the soundtrack alone. I would say, okay, you are making the soundtrack for my next horror game. It's really high tier stuff. And listen to the soundtrack. If that would be now in some super famous game, I don't know. I mean, Cry of Fear is also famous, but in some super famous game, this track would be all over the place. Man, that was back in the days the music. Do you remember that track? Yeah, we'll keep the Ruger on, what is it, 45 ACP. Yeah. As backup. That's LOS bug. Even the Half-Life 1 bugs are eerie. Are we preparing him for World War III? Ah, shit. He is back. Nein, 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 nein! Johnny! Oh fuck, okay, gut, der empty weapon was empty. Try to convince me to kill myself. Du musst also shoot. he dead?
Sophie.
Simon, let me go.
I love you, Sophie.
I have to leave. Please.
I fucking love
Just
you.
let me go, Simon.
Actually, it's so dark, man. I need to use my clock. Okay. A wall. Oh, something will happen with that wall, I guess. Uh-huh.
It was all just a dream.
I mean, I removed my self-health because I attacked myself. Oh no, my weapons. Oh. I wonder what happens if you kill. Can you kill yourself? Because yeah, you're jumping down there and immediately got the chainsaw guys behind you. You can't really tell, is it really an interesting campaign or is it just some dude that, I don't know, throws everything in that sticks? And some stuff was a bit random, is here Sophie lying around. The ending could be also the conclusion. But yeah, it was definitely a fun ride, yeah. Good, let's see if I can find another good campaign. Be right back.